It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
There we go.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Seahawks at 5-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bucs very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mayfield airing this one out for Evans. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Jack's left. No ball.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jack 58. Right.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. To throw is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
That's a good example for young receivers about how you should never give up on a play, because sometimes it's right in your hands. Other times, you've got to play defense and knock it away. But at all times, follow the football. And in this case, he hauls it in for a big gain.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
First down, here's White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Now Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Trey Palmer, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Levante David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Following the interception, Mayfield. That's complete to White. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hand.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw here. This is White on the screen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
King.
From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets. This ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fielded just inside the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
For this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
There we go.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10.
Here we go, hey. Hey, it's a clip. There we go, sir.
Here's Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Walker.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Ready.
Oh, here Lockett with a chance to run it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A third down now, and those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throw out wide to Walker. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now a give up the middle. This is White down inside the 40. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Draymond Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Here's White. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Geno. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Inside the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They run straight ahead here with White. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Still shedding tackles. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, trio left. There we go, sit down.
Smith to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Bucs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time, and they'll be back in action in Week 12. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.